all of you for coming here today, and I request sir to start today's parikrama, which is Dhawli Parikrama.
Uh, Namaste to you all, and praying before the goddess Bhagwati. You know, the Bhagwati is the incarnation of Durga. So Durga, if you look iconographically, the Bhagwati sculpture, you will find that it is a four-handed goddess, and she is worshipped in the form of the Mahishasura-mardini. Now, the temple where we are standing, it is a part of the Kavle village. You know, the Kavle is one of the beautiful village of Ponda Taluka. There are 31 villages in Ponda Taluka. Among 31 villages, Kavle is one of the important village. And in Kavle village, we have places like Dhawli Mall, Dhawli. So now we are in ward of Dhawli, but I have given the name to this place or the parikrama as Dhawli Parikrama because we will not going to cover the important temple in Kavle. You may be aware that one of the important temple that is built in the 18th century. No one knows where the temple, the goddess was residing when she left the village in Marmagoa. Earlier it was a part of, Marmagoa.
Kershi.
Huh?
She was initially in Kershi, no?
Yeah. She was in the Salset Taluka in the village called Keloshi. So Keloshi means it is the Kardali Ban. Kardali Ban means it is full with the wild variety of banana. So I don't know if you have taken part in the parikrama of Velus. It is the first example in Goa wherein you can see a unique wild banana variety is used to showcase Gajalakshmi panel. So it is the transformation of the goddess into Kebai. So whether it is a banana, because of that banana she is given the name Kebai, or Ke in Kannada language means tree, because this deity always you will find in a grow of the trees. So that is why the goddess is called Kebai. I don't know, but you can see beautiful wild variety of banana there, and banana is one of the important fruit of India. But most of the doctor, so if we have doctor here, so sorry to her, but most of the doctor always says eat apple, keep away doctor.
Banana.
Yeah, so now most of the doctor tells you don't eat banana. I don't know the reason, but banana is the fruit that was, if you see the Pakistan, if you visit Pakistan, on the bank of the Ravi, the city that was discovered, there the archaeobotanists found the banana. Got it, no? So banana seedlings were found, and it is indication that banana were grown in India since more than 7,000 years. So that is why in most of the puja worship of the deity we find banana as a very important. So this place once upon a time known as a Kavle. So Kavle, the original name, what is the original name of this place Kavle? You know, the Kavle has area of 537 hectare. So out of this 537 hectare in Ponda Taluka, actually there is no reference of the forest, but this is the only village in Ponda Taluka that has beautiful forest patches. 72 hectare of the forest was there almost 30 years ago when the census was conducted. It was found the 72 hectare forest was there, and this is the place where very unique, because here you will find the dominance of the two important community of India. One is the Karade Brahmin. So who were these Karade Brahmin? Karade Brahmin actually they were the Deshastha Brahmin, and when they settled in between the area called Krishna and Tungabhadra, and the Konkan Shilahara established the capital city at Karhat, what you call today's Karat. So there you have the Sangam of beautiful Sangam of the Koina and Krishna river is there. So that is why the capital city was established there. And because of this Karad, the Karade is believed to got the name. But who were these Karades? Got it, no? Who were the Paddes? You know, in 1926, Srina Kelkar was invited in the temple of the Kapileshwari to give the judgment whether these Paddes are included in the fold of the Karade. And you know, the objection, opinion, suggestions of so many peoples were taken, and finally S.N. Kelkar gave the judgment. He sent the report to the Sankeshwar Shankaracharya, and then the Paddes were given entry into the fold of the Karade. So who were these Padde? If you read the Ananta Sinai Dhume's book, he is of the view that the Paddes actually came from the Sumer, got it, the Sumerian. So he, the word Padya also, he associated with the Sumerian word. And he found so many artifacts, so many things in Savoy that tells us about the Sumerian culture. So whether Sumerian culture was there in India, it is a debatable chapter, but there is need to study this chapter, and then we will find very interesting facets of the history. So here in the shadow of the mango tree, I am telling you all these aspects so that at least one can take the inspiration and start the journey of understanding all these topics. So Karade Brahmin who are there dominant in this area in Dhawli, you will find also the Gowda community. Gowdas were actually the aboriginal in this area, and we all are aware that when they migrated from, you know, actually from where this Gowda community came is a debatable chapter. Actually, most of the anthropologists, and if you read the People of India series, in the People of India, it is edited by K.S. Singh, and the Goan chapter is written by Dr. P.P. Shrodkar. So in that we find very interesting account about the Gowda. And most of the scholars, most of the researchers were believing that this Gowda community migrated from the Chota Nagpur. So Chota Nagpur is a part of the Jharkhand. Jharkhand. But now I am throwing one important aspect to you. You just visit the Sri Shailam, got it, no? And then you travel in the Andhra Pradesh tribal belt, and then you will find who these people are, got it, no? They consider wherever they gone, for example, when they left the Kankon Taluka, they took the Mallikarjun deity to Bicholi Taluka, and you will find very beautiful temple of the Mallikarjun in Surla village, got it, no? Then they cross the, they also built the temple in Madkai, then you will find in Tamsuli. So Mallikarjun actually is a deity that is considered very important among the tribal community of Goa. So and you will find the dances that are performed. For example, if you see the Tonia Maid, got it, no? So same Tonia Maid you can see in the tribal belt of the Andhra Pradesh. And most of the stories and Chensus, you know, the Chensu community, they are Proto-Australite, and racial stock of the Gowda community, identified to be the Proto-Australite. And Chensus also are the Proto-Australite, got it, no? So there is need to study all these aspects. So now we are in this beautiful Dhawli. So this Dhawli actually got the name because of the color and texture of the soil is white, got it, no? If you go to Agapur, where you know the beautiful temple, the ancient temple is there, you will find the people take this clay as a medicine. So this actually clay was tested, but the zoologists were unable to provide me the answer. So this actually white clay is because of the volcanic eruption, got it, no? So outburst of the volcanoes were responsible for this, and we have some places in Goa. For example, this is one place, Agapur, and another place is in Harmal, where we have the place called Parshuram Tikri. So if we study properly all these aspects, we will find this is actually eruption of the volcano 75,000 years ago. 75,000 years ago. And this is actually, as per the geologist, came from the Sumatra, Bali area. The ash that was bursted from there, it came to here. So the theory is there. So if you want, you can read the detailed article on this. They are available. So because of this, the soil having the texture white, place got the name Dhawi, I don't know. But this is very unique place, and in this unique place you will find the beautiful temples. Got it? No, this temple Bhagwati actually is not from this area. From where this deity came, nobody can tell you, but there are references. Got it? No, the temple of Ramnath was there in Latelpur. So Latelpur, as per Shane Goybab, Goykarachi Goyabhayali Vasnu is the book. Vajra Likhni is there. So if you read it, you will find that Latelpur, Lotli, what you call, it was the capital city of Rashtrakutas, and Rashtrakutas were there in Goa. For example, if you go to Netravali, you will find the temple of the Mahalakshmi that was established by the Rashtrakutas. So Rashtrakutas were there, and Rashtrakutas founder Danti Durga, for example. So he was having the capital city near today's Solapur, Manyakhet. So, and Rashtrakutas' first inscription in this area was found in the place called Nesri. Got it, no? So, Rashtrakutas' influence was there in Goa, and if you move in various parts of Goa, you will see all these things. And in this Kavle village, Kavle is known as a Kaivalyapur, Kapilgram, and in English, if you see the spelling, it is not K-A-V-L-E, Kavle, it is Q-U, got it, no? So you cannot pronounce it properly, what it is written in English. So Kavle or Kaivalya Dham, actually this is the Kaivalya Dham. Kaivalya Dham means, you know, the Jitendra Abhisheki, who is a Padde Karade Brahmin, he recite one Bhairavi, and this recitation of Bhairavi tells about Kaivalya. So this Kaivalya means the finest knowledge, ultimate knowledge. So because of this, you will find in 760 AD, the spiritual asylum was established in this area. Reference is found. Gaud Padacharya Ashram of the Shaktas was established, and that is why, you know, the Shakta's main deity, whether she is Shakta, she is Vaishnav, or she is Shaivite, I don't know, because you will find one side Vishnu is there, another side, and Maheshwar Shastri Suktankar, son of our place where Bhavu is residing. Suktankar families are residing. So Maheshwar Shastri Suktankar written one beautiful poem in Sanskrit. He tells us that the Hari and Har, Shiva and Vishnu, when they were fighting for the supremacy, it was goddess who appeared and she established the peace, and that is why the ferocious form of the Durga is worshipped in Goa as a Shanta Durga. So this Shanta Durga temple actually that is there in this Kavle, that is the temple was there in this area, but when it was established nobody knows, but there is reference that in 1739, got it, no? The temple is connected to the Asra in Malvan. Asra is a village in Malvan where the temple of Rameshwar is there, and the son of the Asra, who became one of the important minister of Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, and he convinced the Shahu Maharaj and Baji Rao to donate the Kavle village to the temple of the Shanta Durga. and his name was Naro Ram Rege. So Mantri got it, no? So, originally they were Reges. So Naro Ram Mantri, they during the don't know when they migrated Goa. Most of the families, prominent families that are there in Maharashtra, like the person who gave us the Western Ghat report, Madhav Garge, he is from the Goa. Baba Amte from Goa, got it. No? So prominent figures of Maharashtra. You take any scholar, historian, for example, Bhandarkar. Bhandarkar actually is associated with the backside temple. Now that we will be visiting. So most of the prominent figure who actually the first book on the Mumbai, creation of the Mumbai, written by the Goan, Madagaonkar. So Goans are the pioneer and makers of the Bombay, Jagannath Shankar Sheth. He is also from Goa. So this place, Kavle, has a historic, cultural and religious importance. So let us discover his roots and we will now visit the Vamaneshwar temple, got it, no? And then straight away we will go to see the god of the nature who is also residing on the Vijayansina Jambulina tree. जांभूळ पिकल्या झाडाखाली ढोल कुणाचा वाद येते. So Jambuleshwar. And then the third temple will be the Kamleshwar. So in the lap of the Kamleshwar, no, I will tell you the story of the deity called Kamleshwar. And we have in Goa 3 important seats of the Kamleshwar. One is at Porgaon. It is also associated with the Karade Brahmin. This is also associated with the Karade Brahmin. And another seat of the Kamleshwar is the backside of the hill, that is in Badrigram, Bori. So 3 Kamleshwar temples are there. So who is this Kamleshwar? Let us understand all this. So with the blessing of goddess Bhagwati, Bhagwati actually originally deity is from Pernem Taluka, but if you see the record of the Lotli, you will find the Ramnath is the presiding deity, and beside Ramnath you find the reference of the Bhagwati, and Bhagwati is also there in Keloshi. Got it, no? So that is why you find the reference of the Bhagwati as the affiliated deity in the temple of the Shantaduka.